I've got Steve in the studio tonight. How you feeling, Steve?
Yeah, good, mate. Really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Unreal. In the hallowed grounds of Fort Triple Z, basically where all of this kind of scene started and continues.
Yeah, it's so cool to be here in person, like walking around. You just showing me out the back before, the music library. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's very cool. Unfortunately, a lot of the records have been culled. This room in there, just next to me, on my right, is if you'd look through that window, there'd be the deck set up there, and that's where Peter Mogg and Jenny would be doing Crucial Cuts.
Crucial Cuts, wow.
Yes, that's where they would be doing that.
Real history.
Yeah, so tell me about What's the BPM?
Yeah, well, the What's the BPM podcast is a history about the Australian dance music scene. And I do occasionally do international guests, but I've done like, Jenny, Thief, Barking Boy, Peter Mogg recently. And then I've also done some like international interviews with people like Tall Paul, Uncle Doug's. Yeah, loads. Yeah, loads.
So Peter Mogg.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I tell you, I've been approaching him I've been doing it. Well, I did it 10 years ago, and then again for Zed's 50th birthday last year to try and get him on.
Yeah.
And impossible. What happened? How?
Oh, mate,
What's softened the iceberg?
I've got to give a massive shout out to Michael Watt. He's helped me out so much, hooking me up with all these interviews. And, yeah, he set that up with Peter Mogg, and it was, brilliant.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And are you from that era? Are you I guess a 90s raver?
Yeah, 96 I started going out. I started going to the Tube, and then I'd say after that first night in the Tube, I just fell in love with it. The classic saying, like, I just found my tribe, and then I've just been hooked ever since. I've had like times where I've kind of gone away from the scene a little bit, but I've always kind of kept one foot in, and I just love dance music. It's awesome.
Yes, and it doesn't ease up, does it?
No.
It's, as you I guess you could easily go into the corner and say that there's nothing like the old stuff, but there is plenty of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
it just continues to morph and get better for me.
Yeah, like some of the new stuff that's coming out, it's incredible. Hey, I'm more into the house music. I kind of just standard house, but I was massively into the progressive house, and like even some of the Aussie progressive house at the moment is nuts. Like local guys like Rich Curtis, then you got people like Jamie Stevens just killing it on the world stage.
Jamie Stevens from Infusion?
Infusion, yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
that takes me back. Yeah, well, I guess when he's not dead, so what else are you going to do, You make tunes.
That's it. Yeah, I had a quick chat to him at the Eat and Till Tavern recently. He's going to come on and do an interview, so that'd be good.
I also saw that you've had a few producers on there. You've had Noel from Vision 45.
Yeah, Noel. Noel was great. Like, Noel was one of them guys that it was really easy to interview him because you just ask him a question and then he just like, he just told the story. Like, when you got guys like that on, it's just, you don't really have to do anything. You just maybe guide them a little bit. But then sometimes you get people on that you've got to have everything ready to go. So if they answer a question, kind of don't really go into too much detail. You've got to have something ready to go straight away. Yeah.
Oh, well, I've got to suggest you've got to get Glenn and Trage from Base X on there.
Oh, Base X, I haven't heard that. Yeah.
I mean, you want some people who can talk, those guys.
Really? Oh, can you hook that up?
Of course I can.
Oh, dear
old friends of mine, yeah.
Wow, yeah. I remember seeing that name on the flyers back in the day, all over.
Total masters. And Glenn as well went on to produce house music, hip-hop, everything.
Really?
He was a real, what would I say, ghost kind of writer guy.
Ghost producer, yeah.
Yeah, just always making tunes for people.
See, this is what I've learned through doing the podcast, is because I kind of thought, I didn't think I knew everything, but I thought I knew a lot of it. But what I've learned through interviewing people is that I only know a little bit of the, it goes back way further than I thought. And
yeah.
I'm always learning.
Well, I
It's
was just,
cool.
I was like, I'm playing in the background. I'm playing Itchy and Scratchy here, and Andy Ranson, of course. I was telling Jenny and Troy that he was like from the Sydney underground, like this real weird industrial experimental scene in Sydney, you know.
Yeah.
And there's a guy, you know, who's come from that to make, you know, the most iconic dance tunes in Australia, you know. So
Crazy.
yeah, it's a weird metamorphosis that happens in this electronic music scene.
Yeah. Unreal.
And so where do you see the what's the BPM moving to? You're going to stay in the old school, or
Yeah, like I think I'll continue to do all the podcasts, but I want to get into doing like the vlogs and going to the actual shows, kind of getting interviews on the fly at the gigs and stuff. I think that's kind of where I'll try and take it. But yeah, there's no shortage of guys to interview, and if you're like me, I'm a nerd. I can sit and listen to them talk for hours about this stuff. I did one with Pee Wee Ferris, and it went for about 3 hours, and
wow.
it went, for me, it just went like, it was like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
I mean, he was producing in the mid '80s. I remember his name on like the first hip hop Australian releases. Him being an executive producer. You know, you're like, what the fuck? His name is.
crazy.
He's just everywhere.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, like he was telling me that he started, I think he broke his neck skiing, or had some accident, he broke his neck and he couldn't really leave his bedroom, and he had like a reel-to-reel thing, and he taught himself how to, like, you know, edit by sticking the tape together, and he started making these edits, and then he figured out, I'm pretty good at this.
Amazing.
And that's how it kind of grew from there. Unreal, hey?
Incredible. So, give the full rundown. What's the BPM? How do we listen?
Yeah, well, if you could jump onto YouTube and search What's the BPM, or search like Gen E or Thief, that they'll come up on YouTube. And then if you could do me a favour and subscribe, that'd help, because all that stuff helps. And also, it's on all the audio only platforms like Apple, Spotify. Oh, yeah, I think it goes to all of them. Like,
Great,
you
great.
press upload and it just goes to every single one.
Fantastic.
So you can listen to it anywhere.
Fantastic. How many episodes are up?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Maybe like 28, 30.
Great.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's good. So
Yeah.
you can dive right in and, and lose a week.
Yeah, if you're into it, you can, yeah. And I try not to talk too much, so you don't have to put up with my annoying voice.
And what? Any hints of any people coming up?
I've always got people locked in, but I think it's just the nature of the scene and how busy people are. Like, I'll have something booked in and then it'll get pushed back. But yeah, I'm trying to nail down like Groove Terminator. When we stop recording, I'll remember like 5 people. I just can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, I've got like one ready to publish, another UK guy. His name's Sudhi Raval. He was in a band called Together. They had a huge hit called Hardcore Uproar. Yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. But
well,
yeah,
that's outrageous. I'm so glad that someone is there documenting this.
Yeah.
You know, all of these people.
Yeah.
Because I was also just saying to Jenny and Troy just at how big that scene was back then. Like the raving scene was a phenomenon, wasn't
It
it?
was massive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you were on all the big raves as well. You must have some great memories from them days.
in the small room, in the toilet. Look, it was unreal. It was great that they would let us join the club.
Wow,
us weirdos.
Got to have the all stars of music, hey? Like, yeah.
I mean, that was the wonderful thing, is that we certainly have trippers.
Yeah.
We were for the oddballs, which back then there were a lot of them, and I'm sure there's still. Still a healthy population.
Yeah, but like I don't go out too much anymore. But from what I see on Instagram, and just from what people are telling me, there is some massive underground events happening all over Queensland, down the Gold Coast. Like there's some, I don't know the name of the actual promoter, but there's someone that's throwing these raves underneath bridges and that, where they're getting thousands of people.
Yeah.
It's crazy, hey?
Yeah, it's unreal.
She wouldn't mind going to one of them.
Yeah, we have some of our guests that come into this show do a night called Echo Chamber.
Oh, I've seen that on Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, and they just do purely Instagram advertising, and they get a couple of thousand kids out into an illegal spot. Yeah, it's unreal. It's, you know, they started off doing parties in drains, and then I'm not joking, and then they had to move up to bigger spots.
That's proper rave stuff, eh?
Yeah. Well, I'll have to hook you up with those guys too.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
Lovely. All right, Steve. Well, thanks so much for coming in.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
And
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, all the best with the What's the BPM podcast. Everyone go out there, go and subscribe, listen. You've got plenty of content to go and consume.
Yeah, cool. Also, jump on the Instagram page. Just search What's the BPM. Got loads of always posting stuff on there.
It's so good. Cool. Hey, thanks so much. And I'm going to be having Jenny and Troy, the cardiac arrestor and the hallucinogenic Lady of Colours, coming in just a second. You're listening to Triple Z. This is Electric Crush.
Hello and welcome to What's the BPM. This is a podcast dedicated to the history of Australian dance music. We will be chatting to the DJs, promoters and club owners who have been instrumental in growing this scene, from warehouse events to the major festivals we have today. So strap yourself in, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be more episodes dropping in the near future.